Pothole Patrol. Spring is here, and just like the flowers, potholes are popping up in full bloom everywhere.
Yeah, and later this morning, Mayor Aaron Mendenhall will kick off the annual Pothole Palooza in Salt Lake City. We have Julie Crookston here, the Deputy Director of Operations at Salt Lake City Public Services. And she knows a thing or two about potholes, right?
Yes,
I mean,
I'm familiar with them.
We laugh, but they're not funny.
No, it's rough on drivers, it's rough on everyone who uses the road, whether you're walking or biking. They're not fun.
Okay, well, let's take a look at some numbers from last year. 2024, during Pothole Palooza, you guys repaired like 6,759 potholes during the week-long campaign. That's just 1 week. And then all of 2024, you repaired right around 38,000. So potholes are a big problem.
What does it take to find and then repair that many?
Yeah. So there's a few different methods we use for identifying potholes. We have a yearly preventative maintenance cycle where every road in the city is inspected by our crews. So we make sure that we touch those every year and inspect for potholes and then repair them. And then Pothole Palooza is another very important thing, because at the end of the winter, as we're going into spring and the summer, that freeze-thaw cycle has kind of completed. And so there's more potholes that have popped up. So again, in this week-long campaign, we inspect every road in the city again for potholes.
And you also appreciate help from the public. You
Absolutely.
have a hotline here. We'll give you that number. It's 801-535-2345. We'll put that up on the screen for you. And also a website that you can go to, mystreet@slc.gov, where you can kind of monitor the progress on potholes,
Yes,
right?
And that's where you can report them as well. We have the city app, you can call the hotline, you can email, and that's crucial that when you see a pothole, you report it to us, because we rely on residents and users of the road to tell us of them, and then we respond to them as quickly as possible once they're reported to us.
And you really do want to fix them quickly, because they can damage cars.
Exactly.
They can cause problems, and does that end up costing the city money?
It potentially can. It depends on were we aware of it, how quickly did we repair it, things like that.
Okay.
So you pretty much have a crew doing that all the time, right?
Yes, we address potholes throughout the entire year. Pothole Palooza is just a special week where we add extra crews and say within 1 week, let's touch every road on the city, so we can try to address the ones that occur more frequently during the spring because of that freeze-thaw cycle.
Okay, you've probably heard some good pothole stories. How bad do they get?
I mean, it can depend. The potholes are an evidence of other problems in a roadway, right? Like the base is starting to fail. So occasionally, like if a water line breaks, that can cause a really big pothole, because then there's a lot of damage underneath the road that can cause sinkholes to appear and things like that. So older roads tend to get more potholes because there's other issues in the roadway as well. So
we have some old roads here.
Yeah. So we have a lot of different types of programs in the city that we're using to repair roads, some surface treatments, some reconstructions, but in the meantime, while we're waiting for those, we do all the potholes, because we want to address those as quickly as possible.
You and I were talking yesterday, and I made the comment about some of the roads up by the University of Utah. It's like going down a cobblestone street of the Roman Empire,
Right.
And but you have a system, kind of high tech, where you monitor roads. Explain what that's all about.
Yeah. So about every few years, we contract with a vendor who has this truck that has a lot of radars and all this high technology on it, and they drive every single road of the city, and it does a deep analysis of the roadway. And so then that informs us the condition of our roads, and we use that data to put into a list to say, okay, where are the roads that need the most work? And then with the funding we get each year, we address those roads first, and each year we try to get to as many roads as possible. And we coordinate with our partners up at the U or UDOT, because in the roadway system in Salt Lake City, there's some roads that are owned by UDOT or the U of U, so we're trying to work with our other partners as well to address those issues.
So this truck has like a laser thing that can tell what's damage underneath the road?
Yeah, exactly. And so then we get that data, and it informs us, like, oh, the base of this road is good, or like the base of this one is failing soon, so we probably need to repair it sooner than later, things like that. Yeah.
So what about money, though? We're always saying, well, we need more money for this and more money for that. What about roads?
Yeah. I mean, yes, we can always use more money for roadway, right? Last year, we added a new type of maintenance to our, the many tools that we use. And it's where we it's called a mill and overlay treatment. And so we dig up the top 2 inches of the road, so you don't go down to the base, because the base is solid, but it's like that top asphalt that's degraded. So you dig up that, and then you relay it with asphalt, and that can extend the life of a roadway a lot. So we added that to kind of help stretch that money as far as it could go, because that's cheaper than full depth reconstruction. But if you do it on a roadway before the base is degraded, it can extend the roadway a lot longer. So we're always trying to innovate and find new ways to, do as many types of maintenance as we can, because we know construction is also a burden on residents as well. So we're trying to, use lots of different tools to help address all the issues in the roadway.
It's probably kind of hard to keep people happy when it comes to potholes and things like that, isn't it?
Yeah, and we understand. Like, right, we're all driving on these roads, we're walking on them, we're using our bikes, and it's hard when there's issues that come up that you weren't expecting. So we try to address whatever issues, whether it's a pothole or a sign that's down, as quickly as possible, so that we can all use the roadways safely.
We have the Pothole Palooza party going on this week, and we want to put up the hotline again. It's 801-535-2345. 535-2345. And this is just for people in the city.
Or anyone who
Salt Lake
drives
City.
in the city.
Oh, okay, if you drive in the city.
Yeah.
And then the website is mystreet@slc.gov.
And what do you see on mystreet@slc.gov? I think that there's a real-time update on potholes.
Yeah. So that has a lot of different information on that page, and there will be a section, a link that says Annual Pothole Palooza. You can click on that, and then it has that map.
Look at it right there.
And so it shows how many requests have been reported, and then the blue grid system shows which roads have already been inspected so far this week. And so by the end of the week, all the roads in the city will have been inspected.
So is the 11 the requests?
Yeah, that's how many requests we've received this week. So please send in the potholes as you see them.
Okay. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
I really appreciate you being here, and you got a long day ahead talking about
It'll be
potholes.
exciting.